Look out, he's got the leopard skin shorts on. That can mean only one thing. It is locomotion day. Today, all you'll need is a little bit of space. If you want to be outside in the sunshine, that's great. If you're at home, that's also fine. Just a little bit of space and nothing else. We'll be starting with a little bit of wrist preparation. We'll warm up the squat, and then we'll be working on 4 skills today in isolation, then in combination, and then we'll finish with some improvisation. Let's get into it. Wrist preparation. What we want to do is put the shoulders directly over the wrists, around shoulder width apart, and we're just starting with some circles just to load up all of the different joints in the wrist. We're starting off with small circles and then slowly making them bigger, placing more load through all the different angles of the wrist. 2 more that way, really big for me now. 1 more, real big one. And let's go back the other way. This time we'll start with big ones and we'll bring them in smaller and smaller. Really loading up the wrists, using the fingers to push into the ground. Smaller and smaller. And finish. Nice. Okay, this one is called the pisiformer 2-pointer. We have our pisiformer bone in the base of the hand and our pointer finger. What I want you to do is roll from the pisiform all the way up to the pointer finger. Roll, really flex the hand back as far as you can. We're doing 10 of these either side. You should start to feel a bit of a burn in the top side of the forearm. Let's go 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Other side. Pisiform pointer. Nice, really load up that weight. You can make these as hard or as easy as you want. I suggest making them hard to get the most out of the exercise. Keep going, make it nice and smooth and fluid. This is a quality that we're looking to cultivate in our locomotion practice later. It's a softness, a grace that we bring to the various animal crawling patterns that we're about to do. 1 more. Nice. Roll the wrists around for me. Different directions. Okay, let's moving on now to our squat. So I want you to find a low squat position. If this is too challenging, put something underneath the heels, like a dowel or some books or something. But I'd like you to just hang here for a second. And we're just going to have a little bounce. Just going to do 20 small little bounces here. You can start to feel the bottom of the spine decompressing. Start to see how the tailbone can tuck under. This, of course, was once a resting position for our ancestors, but it's often a range that we lose in modern living due to all the sitting. Okay, you can shake that out if you like. Just get some blood flow back into the bottoms of the legs, back into our resting squat. What I'd like to do now are some squat pumps. So holding one ankle, opposite hand, and using the other hand just to try and open that hip. You'll need to probably raise the heel off the ground a little bit. And the deeper we get into this set, the more you should start to feel that groin and hip open. You can use the shoulder in the other knee to get better leverage. Let's go 2 more. And this just creates a little bit more space in the front of that hip. Let's go the other side now. Grabbing the bottom of the ankle, opposite sides. Wedging my shoulder in against the knee. And start to open that up. Open that groin and hip up. Two more. Beautiful. Getting down onto our bums. What What we're going to do now is just warm up the hips with these 90-90 swivels. So leaning back, hands are on the ground. I'm just rotating my knees from side to side, trying to keep my sit bones as close to the ground as I can. One will lift off, but really trying to pin them down. Just trying to lubricate those hips. This will come in very handy when we get into the skill work in a little bit. 2 more. And time. Let's get into our skills for the day. Our first skill for today is the roll. The roll comes from capoeira, and it's also a poor cousin to the cartwheel. So from our low squat position, what we'll be doing is this. To do this, what we need to do is place the hands behind us, sweep the leg through, other leg through, and recover in our low squat position. I'll do one from behind so you can follow along. So from our low squat, hands placed shoulder width apart to the side. I'm lifting the hips, sweeping the first foot across so that it's just behind the first hand, and then I sweep the other foot across, keeping connection, the toes on the ground, and recover. That is our roll. So we're doing 10 of these to start, 5 each way. So let's get started. From our low squat, here we go. 1. Other way. 2. Make these soft and flowy. 3. 4. Should be burning. Last ones. 1 more. And time. Well done, everyone. Shake it out if you need to. You should be feeling a bit of a burn, maybe some lactic acid building up in the legs. This is quite normal. We're going to shake it out, have a little break, and then we're looking at skill number 2, which I will demonstrate for you right now. It is the squat roll. From our low squat position, I will reach behind me, fold my legs down into this 44 position, similar to that 90-90 we just did in the warm-up. Elbows going down, rolling to my back, my feet stay connected to the ground, over to the other side, and pushing back up to finish in my low squat. With a bit more speed, it looks like this.
Switching over to the voiceover, guys, because I picked up a bit of distortion in the mic during these rolls. What I'm explaining here is I love this skill because it has us in our low squat. It improves our ankle dorsiflexion, and it really loads up the knees so that we can just get stronger in these primal positions. I want to demo a few from behind now, just so you can see the symmetry involved in the squat roll. Notice how I place the hand behind me, then lower the knees down, the elbow, roll the back of the hand over, shoulder, and then we reverse that position in the mirror exit. So let's do a few together now and finish out this set. That's 1 more, keep going. Really try to make these smooth and glide with each rep. Use that hand for support. Really stretch and reach to get back into your low squat. That can help to recover. Keep going, nearly there. Reach and recover. Keep going. 2 more, here we go. Beautiful work, keep going. Last one. Push and time.
What I love about locomotion is these primal patterns that we're in. Our low squat, getting down on the ground and off the ground. It's a really great marker for longevity. It's just very practical, whether you're playing with your kids, whether you're doing your gardening, whether you're just doing life. being able to access these positions, so good for you. So round 2, here we go. We are doing 10 of our roll A once again, and then we'll have a little break, and then 10 of our squat rolls. So here we go. Roll A. 1. 2. Soft. 'See if you can really press into the hands and load those hands up. Make the feet light. You might start to sense some elevation through the middle of the hips and a lowering on the exit. A little float through the middle. Some bit of cardio here. Keep going. Let's go 2 more. Last one. Here we go. Whew. Nice. Well done. Shake it out. That gets the heart rate going. I'm starting to breathe a little heavier. I'm actually in my mum's garden right now. It's a beautiful day here. A little bit of wind. Hope that's not coming through too much on the mic for you. This is my dad's shed behind me here. So I thought I would shoot in the garden. Little sanctuary. Okay, let's have a look at our squat rolls. 10 of these babies. So from our squat position, you know the drill. Post with the hand, collapse the knees, the elbow goes down, back of the hand, shoulder, pivot to the other side, keeping the feet glued to the ground, push up. Let's go.
My lapel mic really doesn't like these squat rolls, so switching over to voiceover once again. Here we go. Keep repping these out. Go at your own pace. If my pace is too quick, that's okay. You can slow it down, or you can break the sets up into clusters. If you need to do 2 or 3 at a time, take a little rest, 2 or 3 at a time, that is okay. Just try to get 10 out in total. If you can keep going continuously, that is the goal. It does take time to build up the strength in these positions, so don't be alarmed if it feels difficult at first. You will get adaptation in time with consistent practice. Now it is time to work on our combinations. Let's get into it. This is where we integrate our 2 skills. So we have skill number 1, our roll A, and skill number 2, our squat roll. So putting them together, we have our roll A, and then we enter straight into our squat roll for our combination. Going the other way, it looks like this, our roll A, and then out that same side into our squat roll. So getting into position, we will do 10 of these together. So find a spot, and the goal is to make them smooth so that they join together, joining 2 skills into one flowing pattern. So here we go, our roll A, straight into our squat roll. Nice and smooth and controlled. Back the other way for our roll A, and posting down into our squat roll. Keep on going. Keep moving with these. The goal is to keep it seamless. Keep it flowing. If you need to adjust positions in your lounge room or in your yard, wherever you are, then by all means do it. You should be burning here. Being in these low gate positions really does burn the legs. This is another leg day. Great for the lower body. See if you can really press into the arms and shoulders on those roll A's. Make the feet light as the toes drift across the floor. Beautiful. Keep on going. Last one now. And final squat roll, up and recover. Beautiful work. So good. So what we have there are 2 skills, and I just want to let you know that going from thinking where to put the hands and the feet changes over time into something more of a feeling experience. And in this sense, it goes from an external type experience to an internal one. So just keep that in mind as you start to feel the movement and the flow within the skills as we join them together. Okay, it's time to work on skills 3 and 4. Skill 3 is the step behind. The 2 cues I will give you for the step behind is dip the toe in the bathtub and curtsy to the queen. So let's take a look at these 2 cues in application. This is the step behind. Feel the water, dip the toe in the bathtub and curtsy. Recover into squat. Let's do one from the other side. So we reach one way with the hands and we dip the toe the other way, pretending there's a hot tub of water. Step behind with the other leg, kneel down and then elevate the hips as we untwist or unravel ourselves using our arms to sort of helicopter out. So reaching one way with the hands, dipping the opposite toe, curtsy behind, the back step, dip and elevate, use the arms to helicopter out. So we've got 10 in total of our step behinds, 5 each direction. So we'll do 5 in the same way and then 5 back in the other way. So finding a spot in your lounge room or wherever you are in your yard, get in position and let's get started.
So here we go. 1. Okay, back that way. 2. 3. 4. 5. Okay, shake it out for me. So we did 5. Even though we're moving different directions, it was all off the same leg. So now I'll start on the other side and we're going to do 5 more using the other direction. So this time I'm pointing this way. 1. 2. 3. So you can use the hands on the way through, sweep through, curtsy, and then helicopter arms out wide. 2 more. Should be feeling the burn now. 1 more, here we go. Beautiful work, everybody.
Shake it out, shake those legs out. They should be burning as we get ready for skill number 4. Let's get into it.
Skill 4 is the lizard. You'll have some options here. High lizard is easiest, low lizard is hardest. I'll give you a press for somewhere in between there. This is really great for developing upper body strength. So from our low squat, how I like to access the low lizard, or any lizard for that matter, is to reach across the body, across the squat, over to the side and forward to create this kind of lunge type setup. You can place the other hand down for support if you like. And here we start to get into this sort of crawling pattern. This is our high lizard as we crawl forward. A few details here to think about. Reaching to start, I initiate the movement with the hand. I reach forward. Then that naturally brings my opposing opposite foot off the ground. I need to turn my hips slightly. The pelvis can twist a little bit and you can let the feet, the heel of the back leg turn to the outside, like so. That's our high lizard. We can add a press to that, which will be a push-up, reach, push-up, reach. Notice the knee is always behind the elbow. This is the press option. Or finally, we have our low lizard, which is down and staying down. Like so. Pick an option that works for you. We'll be doing around 10 reps in total. Over time, try to get down lower. If you're starting with the high lizard, move on to the press, or just add a press or 2 in, and then eventually we'll get you right down to that low lizard. So let's go for 10 of these. I will demonstrate with the low lizard. Moving backwards and forwards. You can move all around your living room wherever you are. Reach across the body, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go back the other way. Reach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well done, everybody. Shake it out. That is a burner. And let's get ready for our next round. Okay, round number 2 of skill 3, which is our step behind, reaching, stepping. That's 1. We're going to go for 10. We're going to do 5 each way. So let's do 5 this way, and then we will swap. Remember to use those helicopter arms to finish. Reach, check the water, drift, curtsy, twist. Reach, check the water, curtsy, bounce, twist. Last one this way. Nice, you should be feeling that in the quads. Okay, 5 the other direction. From the other side now. Reach, curtsy, twist. Find that flow, be soft, like water, as Bruce Lee said. Be like water, my friends. Come on, 2 more. Last one. Whooshka. You don't realize just how many lunges and squats and all these lovely loaded, twisted positions we're putting the knees, ankles, hips. So good for us. Okay, shake it off and let's get ready for our final round of lizards. How are we going? You feeling that burn? Ready for our lizards? So good for the upper body strength. So getting ourselves set up from our low squat. We'll go 5 one way, 5 the other way. Or if you've got room, go for 10 and just move around the floor, however you want to do it. So remember our setup, reaching across the body, turn the hips inward, get ourselves ready. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go back the other way. Reach across the body. Support yourself with the other hand if you need. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well done. You did it. And you know what's coming next, don't you? Combo time. We're going to combo the step behind with the lizard. Whether you want to work with the high lizard, the lizard press, or the low lizard, we'll look at each. So let's take a look at that right now. So there's a way to join the lizard onto the step behind, which looks quite smooth, using that entry that I just taught you there, where we work our step behind, and as I twist, I keep that motion going into my lizard. You can put the second hand down for support if you need. We can do our high lizard press, like so. Having a look the other way, I do my step behind, my twist, and I keep that twist going with my helicopter arms across the body into my lizard over this way, like so. So you can do the low lizard, the lizard press, or the high lizard off the back of this. We'll do 10 in total, 5 each way. So I'll do one from behind so you can follow along with this one. Let's go for number 1. Step behind, curtsy, reaching right across the body, whoosh, into our lizard. 2, 3, and recover. Okay, let's go this way. Here we go, reach across the body. Use that hand if you need. 1, 2, 3 lizards, and recover. How are we doing? This should be burning. This should be burning. Let's go again. Other direction, step behind, sweep, whooshka. Oh, nearly had a little slip there myself. 1, 2, 3, recover. Let's go this way. Step behind, Three. One more, last one. It should be burning. Here we go. Reaching across. 1, 2, 3. Whew. Shake it out. Breathe. Chest up, head high. You got this. Nice deep breaths. Give me 3 big breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Last one. Good job. We have just 2 drills left to get through, guys. Firstly, we have the 4-skill closed chain system. So you remember those 4 skills we did? The roll A, the squat roll, the step behind, and the lizard. Now it's time to try and marry the 2 pairs together. So we have 4. Let's take a look at what that looks like. We have our roll A. We have our squat roll. We have our step behind. Like so. We're going to try and work that pattern, those 4 things. I want you to do 3 sets of that. So let's get started. What roll? Roll. Step behind. Okay, that's 1. We've got 2 more to go. Pick a different spot. See if you can move this around. There's no linear rules here. This is locomotion. Roll A. Squat roll. Step behind. Lizard. Recover. Okay, 1 more. Start from over here. Roll A. Squat roll. Step behind. And lizard. And I am off camera, friends. 1, 2. Okay. Oh, here I am. I'm back. Well done. Have a little breather. A couple of deep breaths. This is accumulative. It starts to build up. But maybe you've noticed a bit of refinement as well. Things that felt really jerky and awful at first. Maybe they're starting to feel a bit smoother. Okay, we have 1 exercise left, which is improvisation. Let's get into that. You've made it to the final exercise for this session, improvisation. The only rule here is you do not stop moving. You can choose between the 4 skills we've learnt, the roll A, the squat roll, the step behind, or the lizard. Put them in any order you want. The only rule is you just don't stop moving for 60 seconds. This is the final burner. It's up to your own intuition which one to pick. It might feel awkward and clunky not to be told, but this is an open flow chain. So I will put my timer on for us and let's get started wherever you want with any of those patterns you want. So you might start with whatever your heart desires. Let your body decide. You can do 2 in a row if you want. It really doesn't matter. This is just to give the brain an opportunity to mix things up. Are there directions you haven't moved yet? Or are there pieces you haven't combined? Just keep moving. Just keep moving. Beautiful. Nearly there. And time. Well done, guys. If you want to keep going and do another round of this, be my guest. Turn that alarm off. But otherwise, that concludes today's session. Well done. This is challenging work. This is hard for the neurology, new patterns. If you're unfamiliar with this stuff, if you're familiar with it, it's about refinement, improving it, making it smoother, silkier. Anyway, that's it for today. I'll see you in the next one.